Alright guys, I've just got back home from the class, and this is the specialized Phenom comp saddle. This is the saddle that I actually got from the specialized store. I asked them for it instead of the Power Expert ARC saddle. And at first it really felt like a decent, very good saddle, and I was a bit frustrated they didn't give me the Expert saddle, because this is the one I wanted, but they didn't have it. So they gave me for free this one, and I started riding it. It's 155 millimeters, a bit wider than the previous one. Previous one that was actually given me by the store according to my sit bones was 143 mil, but I decided to go wider, just in case maybe it's gonna be more comfortable. So I started riding and I went back home, and it actually felt much better. It felt like I'm sitting on the more wide area, obviously, but the next few days after that I started feeling some discomfort in my lower back, specifically lower back pain. So I tried to check it online, and it was said that probably it's due to too far back position of the saddle, So I decided, actually it was out here, between almost up to the 5, and I decided to put it a bit forward, and definitely I want to tell you guys straight away, it's because of my actually problem that my body is not that flexible, so that's why I started experiencing this problem in the first place. I believe I gotta pick up more stretching, and maybe core training as well, so then my lower back is more strong, so then I wouldn't have any problems at all. But after I started playing with the saddle, I put it back, then I tilted it down a bit more. Initially it was, I think, -2. The problem with this saddle is that it's a bit, I would say it's not flat, so you gotta, it's a bit tricky to put it with the right degree, so I just managed to put this part with the cutout -2 degrees, I think, down, and it felt pretty good. I completed the Tibet Extreme Race, 180 Ks on this saddle, but the problem was, as I said, I started playing with the saddle straight before the race, and I put the saddle angle a bit too high, so I received such a high pressure on my perineum that it was even painful to pee after the race. So degree is right now about -2, and I was riding this saddle for about more than a week right now, almost 2 weeks, I would say, always trying to manage something, and it really drained me a bit, because I couldn't really train those 2 weeks, I was basically going out and then adjusting something, and once I started doing it, I started having more problems, for instance, once I moved the saddle far forward, like a bit more forward, my knee started feeling pain, which is ridiculous. I'm not too sure what's the deal. Maybe it's the angle of the saddle, and I started playing it with it as well, but it didn't seem to be working. Once I put it too far down, I started feeling that my arms and hands get numb, because of they support too much weight. So it's just strange, so I was playing with the saddle for 2 weeks and didn't actually get to put it the right way. I was trying to do different rides, up to not more than 100K, but 50 to 80 Ks, and it was still not there, and right now the last few rides was basically the back of my knee experienced pain. So probably it's because of the saddle being too high, but I seem to be trying everything, I'm not too sure. Maybe it's just not the right saddle for my body, because once again I was riding pretty much mountain bike with the flat profile saddle all the time, no cutout. So I'm not too sure if it's possible that my body is not suitable for cutout. So anyway, I'm going back to Expert saddle, because initially it felt, even though I thought it's not that good, first Power Expert ARC saddle felt much better than this one actually, and I think I will pick the Expert original one, with the big cutout, because ARC has the smaller cutout, and I will be riding it with the same width that they decided to give me, 143 mil. This one is 155, maybe also too wide for me, because I was feeling some rubbing in my inner thigh. So I think I will pick the Expert saddle and check this out. My review for this saddle after 2 weeks is definitely not going to be I'm not going to be bashing this saddle because probably it just doesn't work for me, and probably I didn't even set it up correctly, but I tried maybe 50 times, and really I'm not exaggerating, 50 times changing the position of the saddle just one at a time, and it still didn't feel that good. So I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments if the Phenom Expert has more padding or maybe more comfortable than the Phenom Comp, but Phenom Comp just doesn't feel that it's something for me, so just let me know in the comments what you think about this saddle. I do believe that Specialized makes good saddles. It's definitely much better for chafing and stuff, because I don't get any after like 50 100 Ks. I don't even have to stand up on the pedals that much, but I do have more different problems with this saddle, and for me honestly chafing is less of a problem than having like pain in the legs and maybe knee or lower back. So I will try Power Expert. I'm going to the store right now and we'll change the saddle. They fortunately changed it for free, so I can try it out. If they would like to give me comp instead, I would even pay a bit more to get Expert, because I just believe that Power Expert will work for me, because ARC Expert was pretty good. I could ride it. Compared to this saddle, Power I think felt much better. So I will try it out and let you know what I think about it, guys. So 2 weeks on the Specialized Phenom Comp, not for me. Let me know in the comments what you think, and thank you for watching.